A murder trial 5 years in the making begins today. Time for the Streamline, everything you need to know in 10 minutes or less. This morning, the highly anticipated trial of Larry Miliete gets underway. We've been covering this case since his wife Maya went missing 5 years ago, 2021. My co-anchor Melissa Masiha joins us live outside the Chula Vista courthouse this morning. Melissa, you've been covering this case for years now. After all of the searching for Maya, all of the delays from the courtrooms, we finally get a trial.
Yeah, I remember when she was first reported missing. So many questions then and still a lot of questions today. This is a case that really captivated the nation. And like you said, Jared, it took such a long time to get here. Today, we are finally going to hear opening statements inside the Chula Vista courthouse, a case that is expected to take up to 3 months. Now, January marks 5 years since Maya was last seen. My colleague, co-worker, reporter Laura Acevedo, she's been covering this story as well since Maya went missing. She looks back at all the twists, the delays, and the emotional fight for answers as we finally prepare for the trial.
This picture is one of the last known images of Maya Miliete outside her home. The Chula Vista mother of 3 disappeared January 7th, 2021. She was reported missing 3 days later. Her sister, Mary Chris, and brother-in-law Richard saying from the beginning that Maya would never willingly leave her children.
Very unlikely for her to be not showing up or not communicating at all.
Maya's husband, Larry, initially spoke with ABC 10 News in a phone interview 5 days after she was last seen, saying he feared for her safety and was trying to get in touch with her.
I'm trying to stay positive. I texted her, I don't know if she's getting it, but I said, hey, babe, at least let us know or call someone. Just at least let us know you're okay.
But by February, he wasn't cooperating with police and had hired a lawyer. For weeks, family and the community gathered for searches around the county, in Glamis and in Chula Vista. Months went by and no sign of Maya. By July of that same year, police named Larry a person of interest. And in October, nearly 10 months later, Chula Vista police announced Larry Miliete, Maya's husband, was arrested, suspected of her murder. Police and the district attorney's office revealing Maya wanted a divorce and had called an attorney the day she disappeared. Authorities say Larry hired spellcasters that he thought would help incapacitate Maya so she'd be forced to stay in the relationship, using spellcasters for months, well before she disappeared.
He was asking for May to become incapacitated, for May to be in an accident, to have broken bones so that she could stay at home.
From the day of his arrest, numerous court hearings and delays. In 2022, a judge ruled Larry was mentally competent for trial. The following year, a 2-week preliminary hearing for a judge to decide if there was enough evidence to move forward. Police officers, detectives, and Maya's family members all testifying.
All she said actually is just, be ready. It's going to be a messy divorce. She said, if something happens to me, it's going to be Larry.
Larry was ordered to stand trial. From there, more delays, including a new legal team for Larry. At the same time, a battle for who would care for the couple's children, who were in the care of Larry's parents since his arrest. In 2024, Maya's sister, Mary Chris, won custody of the children.
It still feels like it's the first day every time. And we can't move on.
I've kept in touch with Maya's family over the years. In January, on the 5th anniversary of Maya's disappearance, they told me this.
My primary goal is knowing where she is and what could have happened to her. And of course, justice.
Maya's body still hasn't been found. Laura Acevedo, ABC 10 News.
In Chula Vista, police were very active in the time leading to Larry's arrest. I want to bring you back to the investigation. They said they had interviews with 87 people, including family members, neighbors, friends, and witnesses. They wrote 67 search warrants to include residences, vehicles, cell phones, and also financial records. They also reviewed more than 130 tips on Maya's possible location and reason for disappearance. Now back out here live in front of the Chula Vista courthouse. Again, opening statements scheduled to begin in just a few hours. They wrapped up jury selection in a couple of days last week. We do have that jury of 7 women and 5 men, as well as 6 alternates. We, of course, will be inside the courtroom when opening statements begin. That's when the prosecution will lay out its case. We'll bring you up to the minute updates both on our website and also on air. I'm Melissa Masiha reporting live here in Chula Vista. Back to you.
And so many people wondering, Melissa, about this trial and how it will play out still without a body. Thank you very much. Turning to other news now, President Trump gives a new warning to Iran. Time is running out to reach a peace deal. The president posted several AI-generated photos online. One appeared to show himself pressing a red button with a mushroom cloud. He also wrote, Iran, quote, better get moving fast or there won't be anything left of them. Meanwhile, oil prices are rising after a drone attack on a nuclear plant in the United Arab Emirates this weekend. Republican leaders in Congress say there's not much that can be done until the Strait of Hormuz reopens.
Do I worry about gas prices? Yes. But President Trump's right. The biggest threat to the stability in the world is a nuclear-armed Iran, and whatever price we have to pay, we will pay.
And President Trump didn't give Iran a new deadline for a peace deal. Early this morning, an Iranian spokesperson said the mediation process will continue through Pakistan. And here's where gas prices stand today. Nationally, the average price is $4.52 a gallon. In San Diego, gas prices are hovering at $6.17. Both of those are about $1.30 higher than they were a year ago. The cruise ship hit by a deadly hantavirus outbreak arrived in the Netherlands this morning. All the crew members who've been stuck on board the ship will go into quarantine. The ship will now be disinfected. This cruise was originally carrying 150 people. 3 of them have died since the start of the outbreak. And right now, 41 people are being monitored for hantavirus in the U.S. Health officials, though, say there's no risk to the general public. Meanwhile, the U.S. government is stepping in to help fight a deadly Ebola outbreak in Africa. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is sending more resources to staff in the Democratic Republic of Congo and Uganda. The extra help will support surveillance, contact tracing, and lab testing. The World Health Organization declared the outbreak a global public health emergency on Saturday. Officials suspect the disease has killed at least 80 people so far. Right now, there's no known vaccine or treatment for this strain of Ebola. 4 crew members are recovering this morning after a horrifying mid-air crash between 2 Navy fighter jets. The collision happened during an air show at Mountain Home Air Force Base in Idaho. 2 modified F-18 jets were performing a demonstration, and this footage from people in the crowd shows them touch and get tangled. The planes hung in the air for a few moments before plunging to the ground and exploding. All 4 crew members were able to eject and parachute to the ground. Experts say that is rare in crashes like this. They are stable. The Navy is investigating the cause, but one aviation safety expert says pilot error is likely to blame. Glad that all the pilots are okay and no one on the ground was hurt as well. That's your ABC 10 News Streamline. Everything you need to know today in under 10 minutes.